the last thing people say before everything changes is usually something small, something harmless, something like, I'll call you when I get there. That's what my sister Aaliyah said to me the night she disappeared. Aaliyah was the kind of woman people trusted without asking why. Soft-spoken, careful, married to a man everyone liked, the kind of couple people described as solid. I believed that too, until I didn't. She left my house just after 9 that night. I watched her walk to her car, keys already in her hand, phone tucked under her arm. She waved once, distracted. I remember noticing how tired she looked. Not scared, not rushed, just tired. I should have asked her to stay. By morning, her car was parked neatly outside her apartment. Locked, purse inside, phone gone. When the police called me in, they asked the same question over and over. Did she seem upset? I told them no. That was my first lie. Because the truth was, she'd been different for weeks. Calling me late, asking if she could sleep over just because, starting sentences and stopping halfway through. I told myself she was stressed. I didn't want to believe she was afraid. They questioned her husband Marcus first. He cried when the cameras were around, spoke softly about their future, said he had no idea why anyone would want to hurt his wife. When they asked where he was that night, he didn't hesitate. At home, he said, waiting for her to call. Days passed, then more days, and then one afternoon, I found something I wasn't meant to see. I was cleaning out Aaliyah's old room at my mom's house when I picked up a book she used to read whenever she felt overwhelmed. When it slipped from my hands, a folded piece of paper fell out. It was small, worn, written in her handwriting. If anything happens to me, it wasn't an accident. I sat on the floor and cried until my chest hurt, because suddenly everything made sense. Aaliyah hadn't disappeared, she had been preparing. I took the note to the police. They thanked me, took pictures, promised to follow up. But Marcus was grieving publicly, and grief makes people uncomfortable to question, so nothing changed. Until he slipped. At the candlelight vigil, Marcus stood beside me with his hand on my shoulder. His voice shook while he thanked everyone for praying. Then he leaned in and whispered something he didn't realize would ruin him. She always knew how to complicate things. I pulled back and stared at him. "What do you mean by that?" I asked. He smiled, just a little. And in that moment, I felt it in my body. Not guilt, relief.